Alright, what up guys? Real live well at bringing. We got a couple anglers in the boat, Champions Tour veterans, if you will. One, Mr. Walker Krampitz here, and then a little special featured guest who you've seen in the past, which we'll dive into a little bit. But first, since we've got a wireless mic on you, it's going to be a little easier for me to talk to the camera. Walker, pretty sure this is the first time we've been in the boat together, my dude.
Yeah, it was, we were supposed to make it happen last year. It's just things didn't work out. We got busy and it's life.
It just does get busy. It's one of those things where you think you have all this time, and before you know it, the spring season, like early pre-spawn smallmouth stuff is done, and we're sitting here like throwing a frog, playing around in the cheddar already, and it's been 80, 90 degrees for the last 90 days. So it's been crazy. I really wish that it wasn't this way. I still wish it was cold water where we could get up on a big group of them, but today's going to be kind of grimy. It really doesn't matter if we catch 50 of them. I think what matters most is we just get to know a little more about you, dude. So we got to dive into that a bit because you've been making a splash on the tour. Your name gets tossed around. You're hopping on YouTube. You're filming with Thorne Brothers and other people, and I'm seeing more and more of Walker Krampitz.
Yep.
How did the story get started, man? Like, Dad teach you how to fish? You grew up in a canoe. What's the deal there?
A lot of it was, kind of started just with Dad walleye fishing. He was never a bass guy. He hardly ever fished bass until we started fishing on the high school team. And back, I had to be 13 probably.
This is like as a boat captain.
Yep.
Is it Waseca High School or?
That was through Otana. So Waseca didn't have a fishing team, so we just jumped into whatever one we could find. And then obviously we fished that till my senior year, and then wanted to take it a little more serious, and then jumped into the Champs Tour. A couple of years, or a year actually after.
Take it a little more serious. You come diving into the Champions Tour. We actually used to fish against each other a few years ago now, which is really weird to say out loud.
Yeah, because this will be my 4th season, and you had it was what? You took it over last year? So we fished 2 seasons against each other on Champions Tour and for Team Trail. Because we had fished Team Trail against each other.
Correct.
And that's kind of how we all started too. You staying at my place and stuff like that too, kind of grew a little bit more, but to know you a little bit. But
yeah, well, it's that dang slug, dude.
I'd say
this is one of those things where this isn't going to be a very big one, but
no.
And okay, so first thing I noticed about Walker Krampitz, you guys, he pulls into the landing. Now, I would have assumed he would have been a little bit early, and I know he would have been, but the featured guest, I would have assumed it would have made him late, so I'll give him a pass on that. But the first thing I noticed about Walker was how clean his boat was, and that's a 2-minute penalty.
Oh, now you're getting my boat all dirty.
That was the next thing I was gonna say is I am gonna throw some cheddar all over your boat, and I can tell that you're anal about it just like I am, because my boat's cleaner than my bedroom. You know what I mean?
It's gonna get dirty at some point. Might as well be today, right?
Might as well be today. Now, I am fortunate enough to steal a couple hours of your time before you have an event tomorrow.
Yep.
Like, we talked about hopping in the water together, and you're like, well, I'm going from Mille Lacs filming to this other filming to, I got this tournament on Waconia, and it's like you're trying to fit it all in. What do you do for work, man?
Fish. That's all I do. All I do is fish.
Fishing is your gig.
Yep. So I guide, obviously, in the winter time, and fall for 6 months up in North Dakota. So I'm busy doing that every day. Up there it's 7 days a week, for a hard 5 months or so. Late in the fall again, like September time is when I about pretty much quit fishing for the year, because I get too busy with goose hunting and bird hunting.
Yeah, you're not just a rod in hand flipping the cheddar down in southern Minnesota. You're like, let's go shoot some birds, which is So our guest, who we'll introduce a little bit later, I know he's big into that too.
Oh yeah.
And that's probably where a lot of those side conversations, like you guys are correlating and like bouncing ideas off of each other. Like there's more than just fishing between you and him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
how much would you say, like if you were to break it down in percentages, fish versus hunt, like guiding?
You know, the fall time was only a short 2 months or something like that. So realistically, I'm pretty busy all of October bird hunting, in which I would like to be fishing, but I really can't, you know, just because I'm up in Devil's Lake. But, you know, and then fishing, obviously, in the winter time, I'm up doing that for, well, all of December, well, most of December, January, all of February, and all of March, pretty much.
Just like guiding through the ice thing, because I'd say 95% of us Champions Tour guys want nothing to do with ice fishing.
Yeah.
And the other like small percentage is like myself, who now that with kids and a family, my ice fishing is, well, it's glamping, let's be honest. It's not.
Yeah.
And I know you have some cool technology and stuff too, but where did that come from? Like you just thought, hey, I need to make some extra coin. I like to fish.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly, that's kind of what happened. You know, I ice fished a lot in high school and stuff like that. And then, you know, once we got out of high school, I went up to Alexandria for college.
Yep.
And which I did a little bit of guiding up there, just because, you know, I mean, if you're going ice fishing, you might as well get paid for it, you know, especially if it's
cold.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to experience it with someone else, and they're paying me, and we're having a good time.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And you know, I enjoy ice fishing, but I would much rather be guiding it than just doing it for fun. You know.
Do you know that there are? Now that I think about it, there is one or two other guys that do the guiding ice fishing in permanence.
Yep. And what's that? That's well, I know Ron. He does a ton of ice fishing, but not really ice fishing. He's more spearing and stuff.
Peters.
Yep.
Matt Peters up with his new like big permanence on Lake of the Woods. He's got a pretty cool gig up there too, where he's got big shelters, big like skid houses.
Yep.
And you're cruising around in these. Is it a Snow Bears?
Snow Bear. Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
Dude.
So it's fully enclosed fiberglass shell, and you pretty much fish right out of it. You don't have to go out. The only time you got to go out is to go take a pee. And
it's your bass boat version of an ice shack, like mobile.
Exactly.
Punch a hole, stay comfortable, do your thing.
It's about the most luxurious ice fishing you can get, you know, for mobility wise, for the whole works, honestly. And a lot of that, especially ladies, stuff like that, you know, it's nice. It's 70 degrees in there. You can wear, you know, shorts and a t-shirt.
Comfortable lounge wear.
Yeah.
And you touched on family there. So the little bit of time I've spent with you down at your place, I mean, family is obviously very important. Is that a bed?
I don't know. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
I see a couple of gills sitting there.
Yeah, there's a bass on it.
With your family, and your family is very, very, very supportive of what you do. That's a Oh, I thought that was a
no. There's a bass on there. There's another one that swam off to the right here.
Family's been very, very, very supportive, dude. Like,
oh yeah.
You guys have like a really good faith-based family. You know, and your sister and the horses, we kind of run parallel there too, which is kind of cool.
For sure.
You got a lot going on there, and then it sounds like your dad, you know, getting into fishing, kind of supporting your dream. Are they in any way, shape, or form doing any guide stuff or helping you in the off season, or do you just kind of take off and you're that's like your getaway time?
I mean, they obviously come up, and you know that Dad, he actually had bought my old Snow Bear, so he's doing a little bit of guiding, and Mom actually really loves ice fishing out of a Snow Bear. You know, it's a good time for them to come up too, and it's also a good time for me to get away, you know, and just work. You know, I have no distractions up there. I'm not tied down to anything. I work 7 days a week, so it's, you know, hard to do anything else. But
would you say that your upcoming in bass fishing, tournament fishing, is probably more common with two parents that don't necessarily get into tournament fishing until their kids do, or would you say it's more of a an anomaly, like a goofy setting where, yeah, man, my parents didn't fish. A lot of people in that boat, like most kids have parents that started.
I mean, there's obviously going to be some families that, you know, it's all new to them as well with the fishing. But my dad had actually fished in the old walleye tournaments, you know, that they used to run around, you know, Minnesota and stuff like that. So he kind of got the gist of it, and he had gotten out of it when he had kids, you know. So he just got busy because I have a brother and a sister as well. Yep. So I mean, that's,
I can understand that.
Yeah, so life gets busy. You know how it is,
yep.
You know, and so he had gotten out of it, and it was honestly a good fresh start for him because now he absolutely loves tournament fishing. You know, we fish tournaments together now. You know, and fishing is just kind of a great way to, you know,
bring families together, like father-son, father-daughter,
exactly.
Siblings.
Yeah, and there's a ton of high school kids that, you know, their parents, like I went and spoke with the Ortonville team, yeah, and all them parents, you know, a ton of them parents, they had said the same thing. All their families either, you know, were walleye fishermen of some sort or, you know, something like that. So it's kind of a new challenge that gets presented when you have to switch species, you know. I mean, especially going from walleye to bass, and it's just a great learning curve when you get to do it with your kid. You know, you guys learn together and stuff like that. But
I would assume getting into it, like you didn't start with all the electronics, you didn't have all the newest gear, you kind of were just maybe had some hand-me-down walleye stuff from dad, and you were like living off of the trips to Gander Mountain at the time when it was around. And
pretty much.
What kind of message do you have for the kids that are watching that are like, dude, like Walker, you're starting to, you know, stack some wins, you're having some success? Like, what do you tell a 14, 15, 16-year-old kid that's getting into it who doesn't have 3 graphs on their front of their boat and I mean, like accolades behind them? Like, what do they need to do?
Honestly, get good with what you got. You know, that's honestly the best thing. You know, if you don't have anything special, then get good with it. And then once you get something, you know, yeah, that's a nice one.
See all of these
bluegill beds.
Yeah, they're stacked in here, dude.
But yeah, no, I mean, because once you do get that new piece of equipment, it's just going to benefit you, you know, and then you're going to grow as an angler. You know, you don't need all the fancy equipment to do good. I mean,
well, and where you're at, I mean, you fish some pretty grimy, not as much scope heavy type stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot more traditional fishing, feeling the bait. Do you have any like favorite combos that you kind of started with that you go back to? I mean, I'm doing it right now. Like, I grew up fishing like a 7-foot medium spinning rod, braid, 5/0 hook, and a worm.
Yep.
Like
very similar. Yeah. Very similar setup, you know, as what I kind of grew up with
Power
as well.
Finesse.
Yep. And then, you know, like a bait caster, when I finally switched over, it was pretty funny. We were
it's
down.
Always intimidating, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we were down in Nashville, Tennessee. You know, my brother was down there for a couple weeks, and we were kind of locked or tied into a hotel for a bit because we couldn't really leave, and we had went down to Bass Pro Shops and picked up one of the, you know, on sale combos for like $40, you know, just a great starter reel, you know, whatever. And I picked up a 17-pound spool of mono, like one of them big ones that are like, you know, like $5, you know, cheapest line I could find. And I sat in the parking lot and just casted backlash, and then finally, you know, after I went through the whole spool, I finally figured it out. But, you know, that's just to show that, you know, you don't need anything special to start with. No. You know, I had that combo forever, and it catches fish, you know.
We overthink so much of this game when it comes to, like, oh, dude, just use your eyes, like trolling motor around, see what the fish are doing, physically see what the, like, small bass and big beds and things are happening, and what the weed color looks like. And
for sure,
a lot of these kids, like the Ortonville group, I had gone out there maybe a couple weeks before you, and I think Tommy Parker had run out there too.
Yep.
You know, similar questions surface. What would you say is the best combo, or how would you target catching the most amount of bass? And it always just kind of comes back to whatever you're comfortable with, right?
For sure.
Just what you said. Throw your drop shot, or throw your heavy jig, or throw your slug around. And
fishing is all it is just confidence, your strengths. You fish your strengths. I mean, like for example, when we were down fishing in Alabama for a high school national championship, well, we ended up getting second. Like it's just if you fish your strengths, you can fish anywhere. It's just the way it is. But
how much out of the state fishing do you do?
actually, in high school, I did probably the most. I fished some surrounding states like Wisconsin, obviously North Dakota, Iowa. We've been to them places, but the southern deal, I haven't really got to do a lot of it since I've been professional fishing, I guess you could say. But I'm hoping to jump in the opens next year and get to explore a little bit more. In high school, we went to Lake Hartwell. We went to Pickwick a couple times we went there once for college, once for high school. We went down to the Harris Chain. So, I mean, we've kind of been all over, but it's, pretty short-term stuff. But
so your dream then, your goal, are you trying to make the elites? Are you trying to make a professional career out of it, or?
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, we all would. It's just a matter of committing to it, and, obviously you have to be good at it. But, that would be my end goal, is to fish professionally full-time, make the elites. But we'll see. Time will tell on that one. But
well, it's certainly a possibility with the platforms that we have now, and the ability to create exposure and build a brand around yourself and do all those things.
Mm-hmm.
This gets pretty deep along this whole edge here, so you can fish this in quite a ways.
Perfect.
I think that's one of my goals with the Champions Tour. It's not a think. I know it's one of my goals, like trying to create the best brand awareness around each individual angler, which is why we do things like this, right?
For sure.
Where you can continue to grow and create value for everyone around you, and it doesn't have to be just tour sponsors. It can be, the story behind Walker Krampitz, and putting it in front of hundreds of thousands of people to give you like the next edge.
Yeah. For sure. No,
and a little bit of financial boosting to help when you win a big tournament or score a boat or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever extra bonus is there.
And it helps build your resume. I mean, all this helps, build a resume and get your name out there and stuff like that. But we've talked about this too before. I mean, we've had some pretty long conversations about all this building stuff. And it's all part of the game. Fishing is not just the only thing that you need to be good at. You got to be good at the social media aspect of it. There's a lot more to it than what you think. Being able to present yourself to sponsors and
public.
Yeah.
Yep. That's huge right now, especially with the growth of the sport, like in that younger generation that's coming up.
Yeah, it's crazy, the high school teams, how many there are, and it's just like when I started fishing, it was kind of like the big boom of it, it had just started to catch traction, and now it's just a normal thing, it's kind of like Champions Tour. It's going to stick around, and kids are going to keep joining, because it's an extracurricular activity or whatever.
Learning tool.
Yep, exactly. God, this looks pretty nice in here though.
Yeah, dude. So the last time I fished this, I think I filmed a little goofy something with my wife back when, like 2019, I came back in here one time. And we went and fished Mille Lacs. We got blown off, and on the way home, I just told her, I said, I just can't go back home to the driveway. Like, I'm too stubborn. Got to figure this out. We got to catch some fish today. And I pulled into this lake, which is one of the first times I had ever fished it. And we ended up catching a handful of fish back here before it got super choked out, and it was a great time. But I remember this back edge being fairly cut back, like 2-3 feet. You can see how low the water is though. And there is some water that comes in back there, and you can see how open it gets back in that area, where we'll be able to throw those Minn Kota Raptors down and kind of stick a few, I'm sure, that are combing that post-spawny type of current bite that you're very familiar with.
Oh, I know all about it. It's embedded in my brain now, especially after teal.
Oh, I don't want to bring that up. I totally forgot about that story.
Yeah.
That's been brought up on a few podcasts.
Oh yeah, it is what it is. It's a learning experience, Everyone's got to have them.
Yeah, that current in the like late spring post spawn is something magical. How would you explain it to someone who's never seen it before? And what do you? Oh, that was a dog.
That was a nice one. He didn't even have it, I don't think.
You gotta turn that camera around, dude, bud. I might just have to step out of the way for this one. And we did it.
Oh.
Oh man.
Switch sides with you again.
You're gonna just.
I don't know if he's gonna bite again. The frog's sinking. Yeah, you throw up there once, you can get him with that.
I was watching. What was it?
Oh, it might have been
It was
a pike.
a super. Oh, don't say it.
I don't know if it was or not.
A little bit of super glue in the nose of that plastic can actually prevent that water from getting into that frog a little bit.
Yeah, I might.
A little sneaky.
How we went through some of these frogs the other day down at home doing the same thing. Oh.
I'm gonna wait to introduce that special guest of ours until he loads up on one. I don't know if
Yeah.
Big Fish B back there is gonna swing on one or not.
I know, he was talking a lot of trash on the way here about tomorrow. He said, you're going to be running the net all the time. So, all right.
There's something about a good, healthy smack talk, right?
Oh, yeah, you got to have it in fishing. I mean, it's a part of the game. Oh.
So, got a first event cancellation. We've got another event coming up in a week and a few days.
Yep.
So 10 days or so. Tell me, how is the anxiety now knowing that this should be event number 2 and we still haven't even had number 1 in the books? Are you just like crying?
It's...
You just, come on, let's get it going. Let's start.
I'm fine with it. I mean, it's... The cancellation, things happen like that, and it's a smart decision, to do it. In which I'm almost happier it's in August. I'm not much of a spring fisherman, especially for smallmouth. So I would like to see it in August over when we had it. But, it sets up different. There's going to be some different standings this year, especially with that big mix-up. There's a lot of good smallmouth guys, especially in the springtime. So now pushing it back into August when the bite's going to be a little bit tougher.
Yeah, a little grainy.
Yeah, it's gonna throw a curveball for a lot of people, and it's just all a mental game, you just take it where it lies. That's a good one, huh?
This rod right here is the one that I used on Big Stone years ago when I was throwing wacky worms under the docks. And it's like just powerful enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's some pretty...
It's just enough, but it doesn't overpower the worm. Spinning rod.
I'm getting whooped here.
No,
I haven't...
not. You just wait until you get into your... You wait until you get into your comfort setting.
Whoa!
Girl. We almost had an introduction. So the big thing with these interviews now on the Real Live Well app and some of this live footage, like right now we're making this public.
Yep.
Where people can hop on. I'll throw it onto the app. Typically what I would do is I'd have it running on the app so you could watch it exclusive. But these first few interviews I want to make available so people can see the content.
Yep.
They can understand like, oh, okay, let's dive into Walker Krampitz. Let's see like what kind of sneaky tidbits he's got. What is he doing? So let's talk a little bit about your gear. Rods and reels, line, like the actual bread and butter, of what it is you're using.
Yeah.
You have like a few good go-to setups that you want to talk about that kind of explain what kind of are you power finesse, and just give us kind of a rundown on your tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say more or less I'm probably more of a power fishing guy, I would say, especially growing up down south, dirty water, bigger fish, slop like this. So I mean, you have to up your line size, up your rods, you know, kind of everything. So I'm pretty much running straight, well, some fluorocarbon, some braid.
But you're not the 10-pound test guy. You're more the 20-pound test.
Yeah,
fluoro and 25, 30-pound braid.
For sure.
Like almost all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, obviously when you start going up north, fishing cleaner water stuff, you know, that's when you have to go down line size, you know. But I even run a heavier leader, you know, I run a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. And I know like Teal and all them, you know, they run even thinner line, you know, just because, you know.
We like to play with dangerous a little bit. Like
yeah,
we
for
flirt
sure.
with being too light.
Yeah, it might get you, you know, a couple more bites, you know, but that's what separates people. You know, but a lot of my equipment's, you know, 7.2 and bigger, I would say.
Are you like a brand loyal guy? Do you have any sponsors in the rod and reel world?
Not really, no. I don't have any sponsor stuff for, you know, rods and reels. I kind of just go with what I trust in, I guess. You know, I have a lot of G. Loomis stuff, and I haven't broke one in 3 or 4 years now, so it's kind of hard to go.
There is something to be said though about how clean you are and how like you take care of your thing.
Yeah,
I know that you're not a guy that's hard on your tackle.
Uh-oh.
Is it?
No, he was he was wrapped around about 4 reeds up there.
Buddy.
Oh, that's a little guy. Look at him on the turd.
Still fun.
Little...
Throwing some JDM.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of that JDM love in ya.
Yeah,
Is that too secret to show people? Do people know what that is and what you throw it on?
people already know from last year, you know, but
share it with the world, man.
yeah, it's this one's a 3.5-inch poop.
Can you mind?
Yep.
Let me. Yeah, you hold that right in front of that camera so they can see what it is. So is it a ringed hook? Nope.
No ring.
Straight. Is that a heavy 4/0?
This one is a 4. Yep. Heavy 4.
On the 3-inch poop.
3.5. This one's a 3.5. Running, I think, 20-pound fluorocarbon on it. And honestly, I wouldn't even mind going 25, especially fishing this stuff.
Yep.
But
it's like laying the wood to them.
Yeah, and I mean, it's nice to have that forgiveness of fluorocarbon though as well.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, one little size, you know, that 25-pound, it gets pretty stiff at that point. But throwing it on a.
But I mean, you're fishing kind of power finesse, but with power tackle, like heavy line, heavy rod.
Yeah.
Are you doing that when you're fishing for smallies too? Then on like let's say the St. Croix River, like you still up your lineup a little bit and play with medium heavy type things, or
that
you get
one,
a little more finessey.
That tournament, I went a little more finessey on it, just because I was throwing a smaller bait, on a 2 3/4 inch little paddle tail, but that one I was throwing a 610 or 822 DSR drop shot rod, and but I did up the line size. I think I had a 14-pound leader on with 12-pound braid, just because you could boat flip them, because they weren't like super big, but they were big enough to be able to boat flip with a little heavier line, I guess you could say. But you know, most of the time I run a 12-pound fluoro leader or a 16. Let's say you're fishing like on Mille Lacs and zebra mussels or something like that. But you know, you kind of just adapt to the conditions, I guess, too. You know, like this slop, heavy line.
And growing up, you know, you weren't so brand loyal. Now hopping into the Loomis train, are you kind of the same way with your reels? Are you like a big Shimano guy or a Luz guy? Does it really matter? Is it just kind of like a special deal? You find something that works?
You know, and I have 3 brands up here right now. Actually, I have Daiwa, I have Shimano, and I have one Abu Garcia. But you know, I like to have mainly Daiwa bait casters. Spinning reels, I switched to Shimano though.
Exclusively?
I wouldn't say exclusively. I mean, if something works better, you know, you gotta have, especially when you're fishing big money like this, you gotta spend the money and at least have good quality equipment that you can rely on, you know, like that's why I have Lewis, because I know it's going to be reliable. I'm not going to break it, you know, and some of the Daiwa reels, they do break, you know, they all do at some point, but,
I'm wanting to know about that,
yeah, yeah.
People will break whatever they buy.
Yeah.
They find a way to do it.
Exactly, and I mean, everything has its breaking point, but it's all fishing's a mind game. Like, if you trust in something, you trust in it, you know. One guy might not, and one guy might, you know, it's just the way it is, but, you have one?
You are letting that Ultrex eat, aren't you?
Oh yeah, this is even the weedless prop. This is the power prop. I pretty much run that for kind of everything. You know,
That thing is super quiet for chopping through this very, 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 very thick curly.
Oh yeah, you remember the old Ultrexes? They just sit there and shake, and now these Quests are, you know, they're pretty unbreakable.
Let her eat blood.
I had this one for a long time. I think I've had the Quest. I had the Quest 6 months before it even came out to the public, and you know, they never had any issues. So it's a pretty reliable trolling motor.
Like, well, the lakes down where you are, Great Lakes to test it out on.
Oh yeah,
no, it's not.
For sure. Bluegill?
Yeah. Or a really small billy.
Yeah.
The bait is looking right. The water is definitely down in here too.
Yeah.
But I know there's going to be one of these pockets, and that you can see that one back there. If you can get within casting distance of some of that inside edge, I think you are going to be in for a show.
Oh, we'll get in there.
We got to at least play around with it. We've been blessed with the weather these last few days. The wind, you know, is supposed to be a little less tomorrow, but today is, yeah. Pick a small lake, get out of the wind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Be able to hear some good audio.
Oh yeah. We're making do with what we got. I mean, bass, that's all that matters.
Do you get time to bring your sister and your brother out in the boat every now and then, or would they rather sit back and watch you on the reel?
You know, I take them out every so often. You know, not as much as I probably should. We just got back.
Do they ask? Are they begging?
My sister does. Mom actually really enjoys fishing too. You know, we have some pretty good lakes down there, you know, like Clear Lake and stuff like that, where you can go out and catch as many as you want, you know, or used to. But, you know, we just got back from,
Little belly.
We just got back from a week trip, family trip up in Canada. So we were up there with Mom, Dad, and my sister and brother, and so that's a full week of just straight fishing, and you know they enjoy that every year. But you know, up there you can catch them at will, pike, bass, everything. You'll catch 100 fish a day. But
still cold up there? Still pretty cool nights below freezing, or was it all for the most part above, you know, 40 nights?
It was really nice up there when we were there. We had a couple days in the 80s, and the week before that, the ice had just came off, and the water temp was already 50 degrees.
Oh man, it happens quick up there.
Yes, it does. And all the walleyes and pike were all post spawn already. They all spawned under the ice up there.
Right.
But no, it was good. And the week before they had 8-degree weather, and then went to 80. So it's just crazy.
We think we have it kind of goofy, bipolar down here, and it's 10 times worse.
It's weird. Like, I'll go up to North Dakota there, and then March, it can be, you know, 20 degrees up there and 80 degrees back home here. So it's crazy. We live in a good part of the country, you know, in the state where we can kind of get everything.
Are you a big weather nut? Like, are you hardcore watching what the weather's doing?
You know, mainly just wind, honestly, and maybe a front here and there, but
Finally.
Oh, I suppose we should probably introduce that guy, huh?
I won't.
Well, in the back of the boat, we might as well. Everybody watching. Got a little Bradley.
What's up, everyone?
Bradley Cooper.
yeah.
We got Brad.
Old Brad the man. Yeah.
Whether it's Leutner, Leitner, Luthener, I've heard it like 15 different ways since the first time I've met him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, every time it's different.
How many times you got to correct people on that last name, Brad?
It's just Lightner. Real simple.
Nope.
Just-
Nope,
no.
I've heard it 15 other ways, even though I call you Lightner. I know people call you Lutheners. Sometimes it's plural. They add letters in there. now that we actually, well, in the fishing world with
Oh,
the affiliation with SATT and the kids fishing and things like that, but we're getting better back here.
I think so.
Uh-huh. You don't say it. It could be getting bigger though.
God, that hook really stings him there. That's a decoy KG. Get them at Thorn Brothers. They are,
Decoy KG.
yep. I think they're
It's
the
a heavier gauge,
the heavier one.
offset worm hook.
Yep. I've had to slam a lot of hooks out of a lot of bass's face. Like
Yeah.
it's the stickiest hook I've had. I'm pretty sure of that.
Just locking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it pins them every time. I mean, there's a few times where you lose them, but that's every hook company though. But
You gotta tell me a little bit about the chase for, will it be your third win?
Fourth.
You've had
it'll be
3
my
wins.
fourth, yeah.
You gotta tell me what it's like to taste it, and then if you're almost hungrier for number 4,
Yeah.
or is it a okay, it's time to move on, like now I know I'm ready for the opens. What is it about that success or that experience that just keeps that fire burning? And then how do you gotta stay in it, man. Like you
Yeah.
gotta keep staying hungry.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just, being able to win 3 in 3 years is kind of unthinkable, especially when I first started. I was not expecting to win.
Well, your
My
first
first
win
year.
was on the Hamadou.
Yep, and I honestly didn't even expect that. I mean, I get it. I went to college up there for a year,
Yep.
but I mean, it's anyone's game and Champions
Well,
Tour. I mean,
Fill me in on number 2. Number 2 was
St. Croix
the St. Croix,
Yep.
and then number 3 was last year on
in
the
the cross.
river again.
Yep, yep.
On the cross. Yeah, so
Yeah.
2 river wins.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know
Which is
why.
you're not a river guy.
No, and I don't know why that is. Honestly, I think it just, the grinder tournaments are what, makes a guy fish better, a little more openly. Obviously, Vermilion last year was a slugfest, and I didn't do very good. So I'm more of a grinder tournament guy because that's just what I'm used to. But
Well, are you a sit in one spot and milk every bite for what it's worth kind of guy? Because it seems that way on both lacrosse and Lahamadou.
yeah,
But are you way more like fish slow but move fast?
yeah, that's more or less how I fish, I guess.
Is that because of the format, or are you that way in the team tournaments as well?
Both, honestly. I mean, that's just kind of the way I am for everything. But you also have to know when to stay and when to go. But
Oh, you dog.
I just had one bonk it too.
You dog.
But I mean, that's fishing though. You have to make decisions. You have to trust your gut and everything. Usually your gut's always right, whether you need to stay or go or kind of do whatever. If it's still working, you might as well keep doing it. That's kind of what I think. Don't leave fish to find fish, but sometimes you have to. Like last year in Lahamadou, I wasn't running into anything, and I could have kept running that same program where I get a bite here and there, but I was also looking for that winning spot, and you kind of have to know when to go and when not to go.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
They're just sitting up there.
Yeah,
Aren't they?
yes they are.
Get on up there, Bradley. You can hit the left. You can you can hit the left side of that.
But no, you gotta fish slow but efficient, if you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying, because that is how I used to fish team trail.
Yeah, I mean,
bouncing around, moving around, and when you finally get into a bite, you sit there and you milk it for what it's worth, but you know, you give it your 20, 30 minutes and you move on to the next one.
yep.
And you keep moving. And I'm a lot more willing to adapt to what the day is presenting versus sitting on the previous information that I learned in the days leading up to.
Yeah, adjusting to the day is.
How much of practice is keying you in on exactly what you want to do versus are you going in more open-minded with like, this whole like area I'm cool with
Yeah, I mean,
versus like spot on the spot. No, it's this cast, this school.
and I mean, some of that is just kind of look, you know, history on the lake and stuff, knowing which areas are better than others. You know, and that just comes with time. But you know, you can just kind of feel it out. You know, the fish will let you know what's kind of happening. Honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Those last few events, I was so much more comfortable and at ease going into my days, kind of with just hunches, but not definitive. Like, this is what I've caught, this is what I've seen. I was kind of like more like, it just feels like it's gonna go down over here.
Yeah, more open to things. You know, he stole your slug.
I did.
Oh.
I kind of swung on it like a fairy, so I don't know.
Which slugs are you using?
Can't tell you.
Oh,
No, it's old school back in the day, Christofferson's like.
oh, they're the legit ones then.
Oh yeah, these are like the real Berkeley. I still got 100 packs, multiple 100 packs.
I got a bunch in the original packaging too.
Yeah. I save them for days where I get to actually spend, you know, time on the water with a Walker Krampitz.
Yeah.
A Brad Leitner.
Yep.
Kind of like a grad party, Brad.
Yeah.
Grad party? Kind of like a. Yeah. It's grad party season. I mean, it's Brad party season, boys. Back
Brad
in the boat,
party season.
Coming through.
Yeah.
Throwing together them big old green foreheads. just laying the wood on them from a lightner.
Oh, we're gonna crack them right here. I
We
think.
are absolutely gonna blast them. You just keep fishing that bank, and
It looks
if they
good.
tell us otherwise. So why did Bradley make you late? Did he
He's just
pulling something out of the oven? Or?
no. He's just. It's Brad. You know, he shows up 10 minutes before boat launch, and it's just the way Brad rolls. Just why get there early? You know, sleep in a little bit and make some coffee.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Are you a coffee drinker?
No, I'm
You're
not.
a first form energy like Dane. Why didn't you bring me a case type of guy?
I know.
today?
I know. What in the world?
Let me tell you what. For taking time out of your day before a tournament, bring you some first form for Bill.
That's a good deal right there.
We'll do that for you. I might have to bring you a few new flavors though, and really throw it. Oh yeah, buddy. Watch out.
No, count me in.
Watch out.
I'm like an energy drink connoisseur right now.
200 milligrams are right to the dome.
Oh yeah.
Let's get that heart pumping, you know?
I mean, they're kind of all over now.
Yeah.
I mean, Quick Trip, Casey's, all over. Yeah, they're pretty good.
You got some protein bars, protein shakes, hydration sticks. They got a lot of things going on.
Oh yeah.
I am a big fan. Little creatine, little whey protein.
Ooh.
Oh, buddy. For the camera. For the camera.
Get out the grass.
We got phones ringing. We got bass coming in the boat. Phew.
About the same size as the last couple, but
Still a good time.
yeah.
So you're rocking the FXR, man.
Yeah.
Partner of yours or
No,
just
no.
quality brand? I know Bradley's the same way back here.
Yeah, we just I got some stuff from them, and I like it. You know, I don't have a clothing brand right now that I'm tied into. I run more sim stuff in the
Fishing department?
yeah, like the winter time and stuff. You know, they make really good clothing in the winter, especially for how cold it is in Devil's Lake. But I don't know. I'm kind of just all over. I like trying different brands and seeing what's good and what's not. But so far it's been good. I really like the pants. Ooh.
breathable,
Yeah.
flexible.
Yeah. But
This isn't really anything to show the camera, but a non-score.
that's
How has your experience with the Marshalls been? Anything I need to change or adjust, or is there something that I can do that I'm missing when it comes to their experience or your experience? Or Brad, you can answer that too.
Yeah.
I can hear you on that whole deal. Do I got to get them on payroll or?
the payroll. No, I mean, the kids that do it are actually learn from it, and those are the kids obviously you're searching for. But I wouldn't really change anything too crazy, I don't think. What do you think, Brad?
I think the last couple of years have been amazing. The kids have had, since I came back to the champ school, has been unbelievable.
Yeah, the Marshalls he's saying are like advancing, like their skill. Yeah, they're more like into it.
Yeah, and you get some of the kids that have done it for a couple of years, and they know the drill. They're on top of it the whole time. But no, I mean, I wouldn't. If it was me, I wouldn't change anything. I mean, obviously, Mille Lacs had something to do with the high school kids, being the Marshalls. But I mean, that's also for our safety too. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't know how to drive a boat in big waves, and especially those kinds of waves up there.
Right.
But you're putting a lot more lives at risk than anything. But
Yeah, safety is always first and foremost, like my biggest stress factor or safety concern, right? It's like, okay, just make sure everyone is out there having fun. We're on the water. There's always a risk when you're on the water, and there is with most sports, right? But
yeah,
this one, you just really want to make sure that you can learn from all of those decision makings, and
yeah.
it's a good way to teach.
How'd it go having the Marshalls with the walleye guys?
We had half of the field that were new Marshalls.
Really?
And we had one phone call all day.
That's not bad.
And the app worked flawlessly, and the Marshalls want so much more of that walleye content.
Really?
Just because they're like, oh, we see what you guys do for the bass stuff, but when you think about Minnesota, like the majority of fishermen on a Saturday morning in Minnesota want to go out and stab a walleye for dinner.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's a really popular thing. Grandpa, grandma, aunts, uncles. It's like a bit more popular to the average population.
Yeah.
We're way more extreme,
Yeah.
like diehard.
I mean, like my dad used to fish, and he fished. They had a lot more walleye tournaments going on, especially like around Mille Lacs area and stuff like that. There was, what are the wave whacker tournaments and all that?
There will be more.
Yeah.
There will be more. We will bring more walleye content to the walleye world, but we're using the bass model that's worked so well to kind of like build off of that, right?
Yeah.
To make both the bass and the walleye side better. I think that you had one just underneath you that spooked left.
Yeah. My little guy. I want the big ones. But
yeah, I've put a few real good PVs in the boat here back in the day.
no, going back to that walleye deal too. A lot of those walleye guys, they have to travel. I mean, what, 6-7 hours minimum at the closest one, and that would be like going to South Dakota or something like that, or Devil's Lake. But no, it's a whole new opportunity for them too. But and I think it'd be fun for some of the bass guys to do it. I thought about doing it, but I had too much going on,
Evan Blakely hopped in there and had a little slow start, but then came back in the second half and started putting some real nice fish in the boat.
Oh yeah.
Towards the end. And I know like guys like Hunter Went were really looking into it, and I know like John Nelson and even like some of those river guys were really getting into wanting to sign up.
Yeah. Well, think how many walleyes we catch bass fishing.
Golly.
A ton. Like
drop shot, jig worm, big swim baits, scoping.
We
do stumble into quite a bit.
And it's usually fishing non-traditional walleye stuff. It's fun though. I enjoy walleye fishing, but bass fishing's a little bit more
close to the heart.
Yeah, there's more opportunities with bass fishing for me at least, especially where I'm at right now.
So what's the next goal? Like, I know you said the opens, but what is the milestone or your measuring tool? Is it like an AOI finish? Is it winning another event? Is it learning something new and being successful at it? Is it merging one trail and another trail schedules and trying to do two? What's your next kind of step?
I think the next step for me is just going to be kind of a gut instinct deal, you know, like when I think I'm ready to do it, and I don't really have any goals, you know. I mean, Minnesota fishing's so much different than southern fishing.
Yep.
And I think it's just, when you think you're ready, I think it's going to be my time to go and do it. And I think, I'm hoping next year is going to work out with the scheduling and all that. I want to say they might go back to Leech, but I'm not sure on that. You know, if they went to at least one, like this year they're doing lacrosse, in which I'm going to fish that one just to try and see if I like the whole open deal, you know, and just dip my toes in the water a little bit with it. But I think just whenever I'm ready, I think I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to let my Minnesota fishing resemble any of it, I think.
Yeah.
Just because it's going to be a little bit different. But, you know, I would like to make a little more money.
Jump.
Yeah, I mean, win another tournament or AOI and stuff. But
Just to give yourself like a pad and feel ready to roll.
yep, and if everything works out, I'd still fish, you know, try to fish as much as I can around here too, and jump into whatever tournament I can. Because there's quite a bit of money in Minnesota fishing too.
Yeah.
But
Well, hopefully more to come, right?
yeah, exactly.
That's another one of those goals where it's trying to make it more of a professional sport where you can make a okay wage fishing tournaments and building up some of those pots.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a little different story for me because I work 6 months out of the year and then I fish the rest. You know, it's just, I'm a little different with my money on things, but.
Yeah, because that off season or winter, if you will,
Yep.
for you is you live at the facility you guide at all day, twice a day or all day, every day for months straight.
Like we did.
No break, no day off.
No, I think I did 83 or 84 guiding days in the winter.
Jeez, kid.
You know, and that was even slower. Like March usually is super busy, and this year it was just a little bit slower. But you know, and then in the fall I'd probably do almost 30 days of guiding, so pretty much all of October, and then, you know, a few days into November, depending on what the weather is. But yeah, I mean, I'm busy up there. I don't have much of a life when I go up there. You know, it's just straight guiding and
sleep, breathing.
Yeah, like my schedule is, you know, go wake up at 4:45, get everything ready to roll for the day.
Been that way with everything outside of fishing and hunting? Like, are you an all-in type of person when you're doing something, or you kind of just dabble in multiple things?
I did more of an all-in person, I guess. You know,
it's like an addiction, or you get super addicted to it, where you have to learn every nuance, and then you're
like
still not satisfied. You need more.
Oh yeah, like lately, in May, you know, it's so nice out. We've been golfing a lot. That's a new thing for us. And Brad knows too. We've been golfing like 3-4 times a week, and it's
really
it just takes your mind off things for a little bit. You know, you get to just kind of do your own thing, not worry about fishing, because you get burned out of fishing, especially when you do it 6-7 days a week. You know, but you gotta have other things besides it. But yeah,
I got myself a little driving range at home.
Yeah, You a big golfer?
I golfed through high school and golfed all through college, and I have a couple of twigs.
Yeah. I played high school golf too, and then I gave up for
fishing.
Pretty much fishing, and then now I'm just kind of back to having some fun golfing. But it's fun.
We thought this side was going to be way better, and it turned out that kind of halfway back was pretty clutch.
Yeah. I mean,
there's still a little bit. I know it gets shallower even yet as you continue to go down this bank, but if we decide we need to make a last minute heroic move here, I'm sure you guys are going to want to stick around and kind of fun fish for a little while.
Yeah, it depends what time. 6:30. That's it. Not any bad. But no, I mean, we got
All in. You're an all in. When it's golfing, it's golfing. When it's ice fishing, it's ice fishing.
Yeah.
When it's fishing, it's fishing. It's 7 days a week, and you
yeah. I
put
mean,
foot on the throttle and go.
the thing with fishing is the more time you do it, or well, the more time you spend doing it, obviously, the better you get, the more focused you are on it too. You know.
So if you had to pick a career outside of fishing, hunting, and doing the thing, like where are you sitting your butt down in an office? Like who are you working for? What are you doing?
I got no idea. That's my issue. I've thought about it.
Register at Fleet Farm, and you're gonna figure it out from there.
No, I tried that at Cabela's. I didn't like it. Back in the high school days.
You're becoming more comfortable in front of people and speaking.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'd say you would have a good professional presence like in any career field you choose.
Yeah, and I would like to go into like sales, like sales or something like that, like repping stuff, it'd be kind of fun doing that, but that's pretty demanding work too. Oh. But something like that, being able to rep like there's a couple of reps I know, and they get to do a lot of cool stuff. They get to travel and sell cool products, and and like Peters does that too. And there's a couple guys that rep, but it's a good career to have. But
just some grass and maybe a tiny dink, which it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whopper. Surprised you didn't ask for the net.
I thought it was a bluegill.
Yeah.
So I was pulling it out of its mouth. I'm like, he's not letting go. Mad at him.
Mad. I hope we can catch bigger tomorrow. That would be
getting all of these small ones out of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
So who are you rooming with? Who do you stay with? Has it changed over the last few years, 4 years on the Champions Tour? What is it like?
Yeah,
are you flying solo a good amount of the time?
It's changed over the years. My first year I traveled with Tim Schrader. Obviously,
love Timmy.
Yeah, and he's retired now. He's all done with he's doing some smaller tournaments.
But law enforcement, he's retired, right?
No.
He's still doing that?
He's still working, And then, I used to travel with Timmy a lot. We had a lot of fun together.
He's close to retiring.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting there.
Yeah. He's
put in his time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And especially doing that much time being a cop, it's a guy, I stayed with Timmy, Clayton Storing a little bit.
Yep.
Here and there. We did travel 1 year all together, and Ryan Kiki too as well.
Young stud coming into the fishing world.
Yeah, and and that was kind of funny. Ryan went to the same college, Alexandria, and we kind of met actually later down the road. It was kind of funny how we met. We were down, Branson, Missouri. We were down there I got asked to help to be assistant coach because they needed another boat. So I brought my boat down to Branson, Missouri because they were fishing a college event. And this was after I had graduated already. So I went down there, and Ryan was actually one of the kids down there. So we kind of grew close during that time.
Yep.
And then he fished Champions, or he joined Champions Tour the next year. So it was kind of fun doing that. And I think we're staying together at Big Stone, but now I'm traveling with Mr. Bradley, Willie, and Figgy.
Brad Party.
Yeah.
Party.
Those guys.
Party season.
They're a little change of tempo from what that I'm used to. They keep me up late past my bedtime. I go to bed at 8:30, and these guys are out till about midnight, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, and that's like early morning, early day for them.
Yeah. No, they don't wake up early, though. They get up about 10 o'clock and mill their way up.
Stop for lunch at the old local tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Grab a bacon cheeseburger.
Gotta support the local. Yeah. No, it's fun, though, traveling with with different guys, you know, you get to know or, you know, learn a little bit different stuff. You know, I like, even since I've met Brad, I've learned a lot. I don't know if he's learned anything from me or not, but I've learned a lot from him. Got to meet a lot of cool people through him, so, but, yeah.
He does know a ton of people, doesn't he? He always finds his
Yes.
way. Like he seems to know just enough of the people in the crowd. He goes to a show, and people know Bradley. And God dang, dude, he just makes himself present so often.
Yeah, he's got a face you can't forget, though. But no, it's been fun though. Honestly, the travel's more fun than the fishing, you know.
Those memories,
yeah,
right,
for sure.
is what I miss.
Yeah.
I miss the 4 nights at a cabin and the bonfires, you know, the late night spots or finding a favorite restaurant.
Yeah, the camaraderie of it, you know, that's the fun part. But yeah, it's been Champions Tour is really, I've got to know a lot of people, you know, like just meeting everyone on tour and, you know, the people that come and see, you know, and watch, and the kids' parents and all that, you know, meeting all of them too. Like, there's a ton of people I've met over the last 3 years.
And from a wide, like, not just within that town. I mean, people are driving 4 hours one way, you know, down from Leech Lake or up from the Iowa border or in from Wisconsin. Like, we have kids driving from all over the place that follow you or remember you for years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
High school specifically too. I get kids that travel in groups, you know, that come and do a lot of these events.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. So, lacrosse, I was fishing in one of the bays there, what is it, the barge bay or whatever, you know, like just fishing in there, fishing behind a dock, and here comes this guy walking out. I figured he was gonna yell at me because I was in someone's way or something like that, and he starts talking to me, whatever.
Just
and
wanted to say hey.
yeah, he was just asking me how it's going, this and that, and you know, whatever. And we get to lunch break because that was the first half, and I see him up at the trailer, and you know, whatever. I seen him. I'm like, oh, you know, he's probably here to watch the weigh-in, you know, in a bit. And so we fish the second half, yada yada yada. And then at the end of the day, he comes up to me. It's Jeremiah Shaver. I'm like, what in the world? Like, I didn't even realize who it was, and you know, I didn't realize how big of a part he had down in lacrosse, you know, in that area. But no, it's just funny like that, like the people you meet. And Jeremiah, he does
happenstance, right? Just
yeah.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, and he helps out with a lot of the tournaments too. But
Got another one.
Bradley. Yeah, down in lacrosse, right?
yeah, he helps out with like all the open stuff, the Bass Nation stuff. You know, super good guy to know for down in that area. But yeah, it was kind of funny. They Facebook messaged me. It was kind of neat. But
that's something. Oh, you had one right behind you again. Make another cast back in there.
I don't like the black one as much as the green one. Let's see, what else?
Switch up that color?
Yeah, I might throw Kermit out there for a little bit, take all Brad's bass from the back.
That leaving an impression on people, you know, it goes a long ways. You think the world is really big, but how many people in the fishing community remember or talk?
Oh, that was a good one, I think.
2 or 3 in there. I had one grab mine too. Kermit. No, he picked it back up, just a different color.
Oh, no.
Just missed him.
Fucking...
Gotta let you get back in there.
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna catch plenty of them tomorrow. Hopefully.
They're just sitting back. You can see the bait fish spread around.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell if that's a fish or not. Little. Yeah, bud. Ski 'em.
Big handles for a reason.
Woo, woo, woo.
Oy.
Get some of that cabbage, man. Oh, they get so much bigger in here.
That's all right. Still fun.
Absolutely it is.
Ooh.
I know what's gonna happen when I hook on this little spinning rod. I'm gonna be just like pulling in a weight or
Oh yeah. That's the fun in it. Who cares how big they are? Oh.
I wouldn't say this would be my first lake to jet ski on, but hey,
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he likes doing circles. Who knows? All right. Let's see. Is there another one?
absolutely.
That was. Oh,
Oh, dang it.
I can't even see it. That last one just sucked it under.
Yeah, that one grabbed it right before I got to the mat. Like pulled them forward now a couple times. And this is too light for what we're doing right here, but it's too fun. I want to catch another one doing it.
I'll put the poles down, I suppose.
Good man.
Poor Brad's in the back trying to cast all the way out.
Boom.
10 on your boat. You got 8. What's the reasoning?
I don't think I need it.
You don't think you need 10s?
No.
Why not? Why not have the extra length?
One, I don't think it's necessary for my garage door.
What do you
Two.
mean? Isn't it still in the horse stable?
Yeah. But I don't throw my garage door all the way up. It goes up to the last panel, and that's it would be an issue.
Let's see.
2, if I'm in deeper than 8-9 feet of water, I'm usually spot locked off the grass edge, so I don't find myself using it nearly as much. But
Sure.
could you corrupt me and tell me that 10s are needed? Probably. But I
Yeah.
like how sleek and short they are in the back for my co-angler too.
Yeah.
That's the other part where I'm like, yeah.
How often do you have a co-angler that's fishing in the back?
Not nowadays, way more than not, because
I
my
suppose.
fun fishing now is revolved around this type of scenario.
Yeah.
I'm not fishing solo nearly as much. It's way more content driven or with family. And they're like, put the poles down, they're in the way. You know, or my stepdad will be like, come on. I usually just make everyone fish up here then, but
Yeah. Fair enough. I was just curious.
you're a 10-foot guy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the 10-footers, and I love them because, like the river where I was sitting at, pulled down,
Needed them.
9 foot of water.
Yeah.
No one else could have did it if you had 8s, you know.
There you go. There's your other bass. I'm going to go a little bit deeper on the left
Catch
side.
him. I'm gonna cut this frog off. He's got hurt feelings.
No, I brought the poop. I did have some poop with me, but a little bit smaller than what you had.
That's all right. I got a bunch too if you want one, but I think you're catching them just fine, honestly.
The old traditional slug, bringing back some of my childhood.
Oh,
The beautiful thing about this part of Minnesota right now is the mosquitoes are just coming out.
yeah.
Where I'm assuming down by you, they've been out for a minute.
Mm,
You guys spray for skeets?
no, we never have. I don't know. I haven't been home in a week and a half, so I don't know if they're out or not. I know the wood ticks are out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So were you kind of like a ranch hand, helping out, scoop poop, doing the thing younger days, or not so much? That's your sister.
That's my sister. I helped bale hay. That sucked. I don't like hay.
No?
No,
You don't like the way it makes the edge?
No.
Or gets in between your socks and your boots, or no?
definitely not. No, and you can attest to that. I mean,
know all about that.
oh, yuck.
Yeah, I want to say if I clean my bed sheets, it only takes 2 days before you feel like the sheets are exfoliating even after you shower because you miss something.
Oh, yeah.
Or your wife's out riding horses too late and decides to jump into the bed, but you know, just like screw it. I'm showering in the morning, and the
Yeah.
socks are holding like, you know, a full cup of
I didn't
hay
know.
shavings.
Yeah.
It's great. So cleaning the bed sheets daily is a necessity.
I hate hay, especially when you grab a bale and there's about half a gardener snake laying in there. I hate snakes so much.
15 mice, a wasp nest in the third bale back, and,
Oh, yeah.
and you can't see anything because it's pitch black in there. Yeah,
Oh,
you're talking about my morning, bud.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for it.
Because there was half a snake sitting out from.
I hate.
You don't like
snakes.
snakes?
No, I hate them.
I think you should try fishing with a snake bait to help overcome the.
No, I just don't like them. I seen one up in Canada. I about stepped on him. Oh, you dirty dog.
I want it.
I kind of screamed like a little girl, not gonna lie, when I seen him.
You have a girlfriend?
Nope. Nope, I do not.
Folks.
Oh, hang on. He's eating bait. Come on. Do it again.
Walker Krampitz is available.
Yep, I'm on the market.
I would start by investing in 7.2 to 7.4 Loomis rods.
Yeah.
20-pound fluorocarbon.
Yep.
And you might be able to get a minute and a half out of them. They'd have to sneak up on you with a platter of what? What's your favorite meal? Are you like a ribs guy, or are you a quick sandwich, or are you
Kind of anything. Just no seafood. Not a big seafood guy.
I was gonna say I wasn't gonna take too much advice with your stature and be like, this is a foodie, but he weighs half his meat. This dang chest thing, I wear this thing and it's like squeezing the heck out of the back fat of my fucking rib cage. I'm like, dude, I don't know about this. I don't know if I like this anymore. I'm gonna have to make Bradley hold on to it.
Yeah.
I'm not built to run a mile, you know what I mean?
No, I'm not either. That's why I'm
also
fisherman.
not built for a spinning rod, but here I am throwing this. I did not think it was gonna be this choked out. It is certainly.
What do you need? Oh, you can't even flip it too, because it's too shallow
Well,
almost.
that's the thing is, you have one of my rods right here with
I
what
do?
I have on,
Yep.
except for mine's on peg.
Remember I had you build me another one of them?
Yeah.
Because I liked it so much?
Yep. 7.3 to 7.4. It's right in between there. It's like a 7.3.5 actually. It was a Bushido blank. It was more of a heavier medium heavy flipping rod.
Yep. Best milfoil rod ever.
Yep. And the guys love flipping JDM baits. Like they love power fishing the poop with it. But I thought it'd be really good for a 1/2 ounce or 3/8 ounce jig.
Yep. So I was
Peg creature.
I flip a 5/8 flip milfoil and stuff.
Yep.
So that's like about perfect for that
just
rod.
Powerful enough.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well, we almost won the team trail on it, you know. I remember you gave it to me during practice and I tried it. And then we got
on Tatanka?
Yep. That was sad. We should have won that tournament. That was so bad. We messed up that first day.
That's a tough, yeah.
Well,
If you get behind on that, that's a tough little deal.
especially 2-day, you know, I mean, I don't know. We shot ourselves in the foot that first day. Well, we watched Andy Walls and all them guys catch 20 pounds off it, you know, so. But second day we came back. But that's fishing. Oh, shoot.
What do you think about that Starlink back there? Out of the way? Good? So I'm running 4 Starlinks for the Champions Tour at the first event
Okay.
in different boats.
Yeah, because I was supposed to have a cameraman that on Mille Lacs.
Yep. Well, and there will still be production camera guys, videographers, and all that too. I'm doing separately 4 more
Oh,
live boxes like that, where it's the battery in the back compartment with the own Starlink, and I'll just clip a GoPro on someone's boat and I'll just film them live. And I won't have a mic. I'll just run all the video.
it's kind of be like Bassmasters where you can watch individual lives and stuff like that.
So here's the real cool deal with that. And this is really like a lot of the tour guys still don't quite understand, and we need a couple of events for people to really see like what the production is.
Yeah.
Everyone who is running a live, it'll be built into the real live well app, so you could pick the angler who's running live. But I also have a guy off-site who does a full production with multiple live feeds and commentary built into another window.
Really?
So you can watch like a full production live of the tour, And you can pick, like, as you're watching it and you're seeing, oh, Walker Krampitz is making a run and he's really cracking them, and you don't want to listen to any of us talk about it.
Yeah.
You could just go in the app and scroll down and just click Walker Krampitz and just watch Walker the whole
Really?
time.
That's a good idea.
So we've invested in,
Uh-oh.
it's all right, I got that one running. We've invested in multiple of these live boxes and in cameras to run with external power to keep it all going. And then changing them throughout the halves if, you know, you change boats.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty slick little deal we got going on. I'm super excited. Awesome. I only have a couple rolling.
Yeah.
10 all time.
Pretty excited. Too bad. Would have been able to try it out, you know. That's life. So
That's how she goes, man.
should be pretty neat. Too bad we can't see it, you know. Us anglers, you know, we can't watch it, but everyone else at home will love it, you know.
Yep.
But
Well, and here, so about that, it will be available to watch
afterwards,
indefinitely. You'll be able to watch it whenever you want to.
nice.
So I did make it available for that. Here's another thing. Let's say you have a YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel that's actually what your feed is running through gives you the views if people are watching it on the app. So if someone, or let's say 500 people are watching your live stream through the app,
Yep.
it'll give you those 500 views on your YouTube channel, not the Classic Bass channel.
Huh. So
So someone like a Sam Sobey or a Rich Lindgren who are monetized through that, like you're
Yeah.
getting paid for
Yeah.
those views.
so if we were to have our own cameras running, could we run it through the app as well?
Yep, absolutely,
Okay.
because I'm taking your feed and you can run it publicly on your YouTube channel, but I'm also running it through the app and baking it into the option to be able to select in the app where you can watch it in the app and not have to leave it as you're about to catch this next big bass.
Sorry, sucker.
Get 'em.
Oh, you do it, Bradley. Oh, you dirty dog.
He got him.
Stole that one. Don't lose him now.